The stage was set for a spectacle, and Premiership Rugby's Showdown 6 delivered exactly that. In front of a roaring crowd of 54,000 at the iconic Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Northampton Saints edged out Saracens 21-17 in a pulsating encounter that had everything: drama, brutality, skill, and a finish worthy of the grand occasion. This wasn't just another league fixture, it was a defining moment in the Premiership Rugby season, one that may ultimately shape the destiny of both clubs. A night that demanded a grand finale on a day branded as part of Premiership Rugby's big match bonanza. Expectations were sky-high. The atmosphere in North London reflected that, a sea of anticipation, noise, and passion. And when the moment came, Northampton Saints rose to meet it. The final passage of play encapsulated everything that makes rugby compelling. With the clock ticking down and the pressure mounting, the Saints executed with remarkable clarity. George Furbank read the unfolding situation brilliantly, identifying space and opportunity. Fraser Dingwall held firm in midfield, providing the composure needed in such a high-stakes moment. Luke Green ran a perfectly timed decoy line, drawing defenders away. Then came the decisive blow. Archie McParland crashed over for his second try of the night, sending the Saints faithful into raptures. It was a moment of precision, teamwork, and belief, a try that could define their season. Alongside McParland's heroics, Tom Litchfield also crossed the line, contributing significantly to the Saints' tally. For Saracens, Tobias Elliott and Theo Dan responded with tries of their own, ensuring the contest remained fiercely competitive until the very end. The bigger picture, Premiership implications beyond the immediate drama, the result carries significant weight in the Premiership standings. Northampton Saints now sit 6 points clear at the top of the table, a commanding position built not just on talent, but resilience. What makes this victory even more impressive is that it came without one of their key playmakers, Finn Smith, who was forced off at halftime for a head injury assessment, HIA. Losing a primary decision-maker often disrupts a team's rhythm, but Saints showed remarkable adaptability. For Saracens, however, the outlook is far more uncertain. With only 30 points left to play for in the season, their margin for error is shrinking rapidly. Last season serves as a stark reminder: they had more points at this stage and still failed to reach the playoffs. Rivals like Exeter and Leicester are gaining momentum, leaving Saracens with a steep climb ahead. Despite their spirited performance, the harsh reality remains: in elite sport, effort does not always equal reward. A match defined by moments. While the scoreline tells one story, the match itself was a tapestry of defining moments, each contributing to the final outcome. One of the most striking narratives came through J.J. van der Mescht. The towering forward delivered a performance of sheer physical dominance, charging into defenders with relentless power. Time and again, he looked destined to score, only to be denied, held up over the line not once, but twice. Yet, his impact cannot be measured solely in tries. His carries laid the foundation for Northampton's attacking platform, drawing defenders and creating space. It was from this relentless pressure that the match-winning opportunity eventually emerged. Another critical moment came late in the game when Fergus Burke slotted a penalty to give Saracens a narrow lead. With just minutes remaining, it seemed the momentum had shifted decisively. At the same time, Saracens began to assert dominance through their bench. Owen Farrell led from the front, throwing himself into collisions with characteristic intensity. The physicality reached boiling point, culminating in a full-scale altercation described by referee Anthony Woodthorpe as a little bit extreme, an understatement that drew knowing smiles from those watching. But rugby matches often hinge on a single moment of execution. When Northampton regained possession, they seized their chance. The platform created by van der Mescht's earlier efforts allowed McParland to deliver the decisive strike. Identity over individual brilliance. One of the most compelling themes to emerge from this encounter is the contrast between team identity and individual star power. Saracens are a team brimming with world-class talent. Their lineup featured names such as Maro Itoje, Elliot Daly, Nick Tompkins, Tom Willis and Rhys Kerr, players capable of changing games through moments of brilliance, and at times, they did. Kerr's remarkable left-handed offload in the build-up to a try showcased his skill and confidence, while Daly's finishing highlighted his attacking instincts. Farrell's defensive work rate was immense, embodying leadership through action, yet, Northampton Saints offered something different, something arguably more sustainable. Under the guidance of coaches Sam Vesti and Phil Dowson, they have developed a clear and cohesive identity. Every player understands their role within the system. Movements are instinctive, decisions are aligned, and the collective functions as a unified whole. Even after losing Finn Smith, the team did not collapse. Instead, Fraser Dingwall seamlessly stepped into a more prominent role, ensuring continuity. This clarity of purpose proved decisive. While Saracens relied on individual excellence, Northampton leaned on structure and cohesion, and it made all the difference. Standout performers. Despite being on the losing side, Maro Itoje delivered a masterclass. His work at the breakdown, dominance in the air, and ability to inspire teammates marked him out as one of the game's elite performers. Rhys Kerr continued his outstanding form, combining physicality with surprising technical skill. His involvement in attacking phases added an extra dimension to Saracens' play. For Northampton, George Furbank was exceptional. His spatial awareness and composure in attack provided a constant threat, suggesting he could play a significant role at international level. The Player of the Match award went to Tom Pearson, and rightly so. His performance exemplified the often unseen work that underpins success: relentless tackling, effective carrying, and a constant presence at the breakdown. Meanwhile, Henry Pollock offered a blend of energy and productivity. His statistics, 14 carries, 40 meters gained, and 4 turnovers, underline his importance, even if his personality occasionally divides opinion. A fascinating subplot unfolded between Italian internationals Danilo Fischetti and Marco Riccioni. Despite being close friends off the field, they showed no hesitation in engaging physically when representing their respective clubs. Their duel added another layer of intrigue to an already captivating match. The evolution of Big Game Weekend. This match was part of a broader initiative by Premiership Rugby to elevate the sport's profile through marquee events. Alongside fixtures at Villa Park and the Principality Stadium in Cardiff, Showdown 6 formed part of a triple-header designed to attract large crowds and showcase the league. The results speak for themselves. Over 120,000 fans attended matches across the 3 venues, a powerful statement about the sport's appeal. However, this approach raises an interesting strategic question. While concentrating these events into a single weekend creates a festival atmosphere, it may also dilute individual attention. Spreading them across multiple weekends could allow each fixture to command its own spotlight, maximizing media coverage and fan engagement. Nonetheless, the concept itself is undeniably successful. The sight of tens of thousands of fans filling iconic stadiums reinforces rugby's potential to compete on a larger stage. Conclusion: a season-defining victory in the end. This was more than just a win for Northampton Saints, it was a statement. They demonstrated resilience in adversity, composure under pressure, and a deep-rooted identity that transcends individual players. Their ability to overcome a star-studded Saracens side without a key playmaker speaks volumes about their credentials as genuine title contenders. For Saracens, the defeat is a painful reminder of how fine the margins are at the highest level. They showed heart, quality, and determination, but ultimately fell short when it mattered most. As the Premiership season enters its end phase, this match may be remembered as a turning point. For Northampton Saints, it could be the moment their title charge truly ignited. For Saracens, it may serve as a wake-up call in a campaign that still hangs in the balance. One thing is certain: on a night of high drama in North London, Rugby Union delivered a spectacle worthy of its grandest stage.